after having talked about the conflict in detail, I think it was understandable that both of us were frustrated because we both had plans that we wanted to see. But the fact that none of us got to see the plan, ultimately made us learn our lesson that, in the future that we should definitely communicate better. I think something as simple as this happens all the time in life. That when somebody fails to communicate, then it just becomes a bit bigger situation than it really has to be. So in the future, I'm sure we're probably gonna have another conflict, but I feel like, or have a situation that could lead to a conflict. So in the future, I just feel like if I tell my plans ahead of time, and I have to also be flexible, knowing that if he wanted to go to a friend's house, I can always go to another basketball game, or I can always take Uber, or I can always, catch a bus, do something else to get to the metro. So I don't need the car as much as he needed the car. Yeah, so I think this using the Spitzer model was the best way to approach this conflict. We were able to identify the sources, the potential outcomes, the winners, the losers, tactics that were used. We both used blaming each other to a certain extent. Also, the fact that we needed to just communicate. I think the biggest thing was communication. I know we talked about that in class. A lot of these conflicts can be avoided if we communicate on a personal level. It's the fact that, I'm a big basketball fan. Also, I made it a thing. If it was something that I really didn't care about, then I might not have made it such a big deal out of it. But the fact that, the Rockets only come once a year to face the Wizards is something that I wanted to see. Yeah, so I think the split score model, also the de-escalation model, being able to de-escalate the conflict, understanding the parties, understanding the situations, understanding the roles of each party, what each party could have done better, what would have been much nicer in the conflict. I think also the fact that we didn't have anybody else, we didn't have a third person in the conflict. We could have mediated with somebody, maybe with one of our brothers. We talked about mediation. Even for something simple like this, just to sit down, talk about it. Weigh the pros, the cons, all that stuff. We didn't do that. Facilitation, and afterwards, I think the fact that we didn't talk to each other for a couple weeks was kind of also festered the potential conflict, because it's something that we should have just got over just like that, but we didn't. So yeah, just those things. So like in conclusion, I'll probably just say better communication. Putting egos aside, understanding that one is more important than the other, and yeah, that's how we would handle the conflict better.